Pat, firstly, can we find out the latest team news, and in particular Tim Clancy, who featured for the 20s in midweek? What's the likelihood of him featuring at the weekend?
Yeah, he's come through the game during the week, like you say, at Tannadice, and no problem. He played, I think, 65 minutes, so he's come through that okay. So he will come back into the squad for the weekend. He's still a little bit away because he's been out a while, so we'll see how he is tomorrow after. He trained today again as well and has come through that fine, so he'll come back into the group.
See, the big news is the fact that Lewis Stevenson's agreed a new 2-year deal. How pleased are you to have him as part of your long-term plans here at Hibs?
I'm delighted because he's since I've been in the club, he's really what I want in the club, the type of character we want in the club, the type of player. He's got great ability, Louis, as well, but it's just his manner and the way he carries out his job and his business. He goes about everything in the right manner, and like I said before, it's important that we have that type of player in the club. Plus he's been here a long time already, and we're looking to build something here and have stability, because there's been obviously too many changes over a period of time, and it's great to have him tied down for 2 seasons. It brings him up to 10 years at the club, which in this day and age for any footballer is a long time to be at one football club.
Obviously, you mentioned he's been here at the club for a long time. He's played under quite a few different managers, but he's actually played the most amount of games under yourself. When you first took charge, did you immediately recognise his value and his worth? Because he wasn't actually in the side, was he, to begin with, when you took over the side? No,
obviously when I came in, we looked at all the players, but Louis stood out in relation to his training sessions and like I said, how he goes about things. But also when you give him instructions, he goes and carries things out, Louis. And like you've seen him this year, he's gone in at, I know people raised a few eyebrows when we played him at right back, but he's gone in and done really well against 2 decent players in the games he played. But he's that type. He's a type that you can pop him in anywhere in the team, and he'll do a job. And he very, very rarely lets you down.
Where's Paul Hanlon at the moment in terms of his fitness as well? Do you feel he could be back for this weekend?
Paul is. We had him. He was down having seen a specialist on Tuesday, and we've got decent news on that because we thought we could have lost him for a little bit longer. But we're hopeful that by the time we get around to the Inverness game, that he should be back training. That's what we're looking at, and that'll obviously depend on. He's just got complete rest at the moment. He's about another 8 days of that, and then hopefully come back into the training. There was no reaction to it, then he can come straight back into full training. So again, positive news on it, but obviously with a little bit of caution as well to make sure that we don't rush him.
Kevin Thompson, the deal obviously completed. He made his debut against Hearts. Where do you view his role within that midfield, and is it going to be a difficult juggling act to try and accommodate and get the best out of everybody in that midfield? Yeah,
well, I think the thing that we've got the 3 boys that are playing at the moment, and you've got Kevin and Gary and Louis. You can throw Louis into that mix as well, that can play in that midfield area, whether we want to play with 3 or we want to play with 2. They give us great options, and at this stage of the season that's important to have. Like you say, we've got a lot of tough games coming up, so we the 3 of them, the 2 boys that are out of the team at the moment in Tomo and Deegs are very, very good players, and that obviously has an effect on the boys who are playing, that they need to know that they've got pressure on them to stay in the team and keep the level of performances up.